There's only 2 days left for you to be able to join my unique breakthrough 6-week online meditation course, the Martial Meditation Method. This has been a program that has been literally 15 years in the making in terms of my own personal studies in meditation, as well as nearly 10 years of coaching men live around the world in this system of meditation, which is highly practical, highly applicable to everyday life, doesn't require you to spend hours a day or to go disappearing into an ashram somewhere for 10 days in order to master it. I've specifically designed Martial Meditation Method so that you are able to integrate this into your daily life for just 20 minutes a day, plus a whole bunch of small micro meditations, which I show you how to do. You will be able to get in better flow, get out of your head into your body, and most importantly, be able to dissolve those anxieties, those fears around approaching women, interacting with them, having situations where you lock up and run out of things to say. The secret of why it is that I'm good at seduction has very little to do with my conversational abilities and much more to do with my ability to be in presence, to lock in with the woman that I'm speaking to, and to be able to create a flow, an interactivity that is happening in real time, rather than based around me thinking about what is the next thing I'm going to say or the next thing that I'm going to do. I've field tested this method with hundreds of students on my live courses for the last 9 years, and the results have been amazing. Guys who previous to learning were literally shaking or having their bodies basically betray them with all sorts of nervous movements, running out of things to say, simply choking in front of women. After integrating this system into their life, we're able to have relaxation, flow, and be able to move with spontaneity. So if you're interested in joining Martial Meditation Method, you've literally got 2 more days to do it, so why not do it now? Check the link below here or in the description. It'll take you to a page which explains the course in great detail, and I look forward to seeing you on the first day of the course. I will be there keeping you accountable every day for the 6 weeks of the course through the Facebook group, the live webinars, and you'll be receiving the instructions through video format on how to do the meditations day by day and week by week. So I look forward to helping you to become more calm, balanced, centered very soon. This is James Marshall, signing out. If you do meditation long term, yeah, you'll have some times where you just feel amazing. Many times actually, that will be something that will happen often. You'll sit there, you'll relax, your mind will quieten down, or occasionally you'll just have a blank space and you'll just feel at peace. You'll feel beautiful. You'll feel alive. You'll feel in love with the world and yourself. That's awesome. Those things will happen. But the first thing that I need to talk to you about in this video, which is all about troubleshooting, looking at some of the challenges that you'll come up with, is this craving and aversion. So the Buddhists talk about this as one of the major causes of pain in a human's life, is that they're always running towards things that they desire and trying to get away from things they don't like. And of course, partially that's we're biological animals that are designed to move towards warmth and nice soft beds and food and sexy women, all those things, because they keep us alive and we like them and they're useful to us. And we want to get away from things that are dangerous and uncomfortable and potentially going to cause us harm. So yeah, that exists as a primal directive. But outside of the get away from snakes and move towards sexy women or food, there's all sorts of things that we are constantly trying to push away and move towards. And this is the paradox of being a man who is not trying to become a monk. You guys are not trying to become monks at this point in your life. And I went through this paradox. Like, there was a time when I really was so devoted to meditation that I really was considering becoming a monk. Maybe I still will, not for a while, but maybe it'll happen. But I couldn't rationalize this dichotomy of like having desires in the world and also wanting to be desireless, to be free of the worldly pursuits. And I came to peace over time, recognizing that this is not my time to be a monk. Yes, I'm a man, I'm a horny young man, I'm a guy who's trying to make his way in the world and achieve things and make some money and get laid and play funky music and have adventures and all that stuff. So I'm following my desires. But I saw through meditation that the pain of humanity, the pain of being alive as a human, is much less about the physical pain, the physical discomfort, the thing happening, not happening that you wanted, the thing happening that you didn't want. It was the way that you processed that, the way that you interpreted that. And we see this. If you take 10 people and you put them through the same experience, negative or positive, some of them will learn, some of them will be able to have an acceptance, an acquiescence, an objectivity about the bad things, and they'll be able to enjoy the good things, but they won't necessarily have a craving for them. They need to just keep consuming and moving from the next to the next, and never being fulfilled, never being satisfied. And some people will have that, where they just, you see that with guys in seduction, they just go, who get sometimes good, they just go from girl to girl, from experience to experience, never feeling at ease with themselves, never feeling satisfied, never being able to just chill the fuck out and sit down and observe, right? And then you have people who are constantly trying to move away from anything that's uncomfortable. And so what they do is they box themselves into comfort zones. And the trouble with comfort zones is there's not much going on inside them. There's just you on your couch, you with your boring girlfriend you don't really like, but she's okay, you with that crappy job that pays the rent, but you don't really want to take risks, you with your same old ideas, your same old belief structures that you're comfortable with but don't really serve you, right? You guys are aware of this. Comfort zones are dead zones. It is in the discomfort zone, the place where you feel uncomfortable, where you don't know what to do. That's where growth happens. That's where change happens. That's where possibility is. And that's what you are working with on an internal level with your meditation process. Instead of staying internally with what's comfortable, which is what? Your fantasies, your worries, your opinions, your emotions, your dreams. Okay, these are all valid parts of you, but you've run around and around in circles with those same old behaviors and thought behaviors possibly for decades, and they've only given you what they've given you. They can't really give you any more or anything new because they're limited. They're limited to a solipsistic, small viewpoint. So through meditation, you are starting to step back from that linear monkey mind that's going blah, 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 the same old shit, round and round and round. You're starting to step back from those old emotional reactions which used to control you, your anger, your frustration, your depression, your distraction, all of those things. You're learning to step back from those and see what is the space between the words. What is the higher truth or the more expansive experiences that you can have that are outside of your own linear, small monkey mind. But in order to get there, you're going to have to deal with some discomfort. You're going to need to deal with the boredom, the frustration, and all of the things that come along with sitting down and doing nothing very well, right? Because we're not just zoning out, we're not just going off into la-la dreamland. You are working when you meditate. It is a practice. It is one of the most difficult, in some ways, practice that you can ever do in your life if you want to take it to deeper and deeper levels. Yeah, I mean, you can do a few minutes here and there and it'll calm the surface level of your mind. It will yield results. Doing the micro meditations that I've taught you, doing bits and pieces of the coursework that I give you will yield results. It can take you from being tense to, okay, I'm more relaxed now in a matter of minutes. It can take you from running around and around and around in circles on some thought loop to being able to break that thought loop and allow another, hopefully more positive loop to come in. That's some of the superficial benefits. But if you want to get the deeper benefits, which is core level change, which is opening of your heart, opening of your mind, which is truly living in this beautiful ephemeral moment, and then the next one and the next one and the next one, so that you can really enjoy your life, you have to work for that. So let's talk about some of the common problems that I know that I have been through and continue to go through. Please understand this. Just like with seduction, you never ever really get over that feeling of fear around approaching a beautiful woman. These days, it takes a lot more to trigger me, and I don't interpret it as fear anymore. I interpret it just as an activation of uncertainty, but I still feel it, right? I still run out of things to say. I still choke up sometimes. I still fuck it up with text messages. It's always going to be that way. Of course, I'm much better than I was when I started, but no master seducer is in perfect mastery all the time, is in perfect flow all the time. Just like I've been meditating seriously, like sometimes very intensely, hours per day, sometimes lazily, minutes per day, since I was 18 years old. So that's nearly 20 years. It's been a regular part of my life for 20 years. And it's still fucking hard. It's still, when I sit down, my mind gets distracted and wants to go off and fantasize about Swedish threesomes with twins. I still have doubts and fears. I still have voices in my mind that say, you're a loser. You're never going to get this, or whatever goes on. That's always going to exist. So understand that meditation is a tool for life. It's not something you do for a while and you solve your meditation problems. It's something that day by day, minute by minute, practice by practice, will assist you in so many ways that you can't even imagine right now. Like, when you first came into this course, it was probably because you wanted to get over social fears, or you wanted to just stop thinking so much, feel more relaxed. Those things absolutely happen with good meditation systems. Following this system will give you that. But the benefits are so much more. It comes down to the little things, like the fact that right now here on this beach in Costa Rica, I'm aware of the sounds of the ocean. I can feel the sun on my skin. I can feel the sand beneath my feet. And it feels amazing because I'm here right now with myself, with you, and I'm really experiencing this moment. When you eat food, you get to taste it. You get to be there with it instead of just shoveling it down, watching TV and thinking about the next thing you're going to do. When you get to make love to a woman, you get to really, really make love to her. You get to, fuck the shit out of her in a really tantric, sensual, spiritual way. To be right there with her, to feel every millimeter of your cock going in and out of her, to feel your fingertips tingling as you trace down her body, to feel the vibration as you look into each other's eyes, and to have an electric, empowering, amazing sexual experience. Because if you're switched off when you're having sex, it's more or less like jerking off. You're just jerking off inside a human. And it's very, very unsatisfying. I've had plenty of those experiences where I was just not present. I didn't really click with a girl, and we're just sort of using each other to get off, and it's sort of a little bit better than jerking off. But it's not the amazing electric explosive experience of real presence in sex. Right? So the benefits of persevering with this course and with this meditation system, and I'm not saying this is the only meditation system that's good in the world. There are plenty of other schools you can experiment with, especially if you want to go and do long-term retreats, which I encourage. I try to do one at least every year. I go off into the Amazon jungle to do shaman work, or I go and do a martial arts Qigong retreat, or I go and do a sit for 10 days usually, because that takes you to deeper and deeper levels. And the course that I recommend is Vipassana, using the S.N. Goenka system. They have centers available like in dozens of countries around the world. It's a very, very good system. I've based what I've taught you, a lot of it, on that system. And of course, it's a big time commitment, going and spending 10 days doing just meditating, but it is so worth it. You'll hate me on day 5, you'll love me on day 10, I guarantee. So yeah, I mean, I encourage you to look at other systems, but this one that I've given you is field tested. In my life, in the life of hundreds of students, I know it works, I know it's going to get you results, but it doesn't happen instantly, and it doesn't happen without work and with dealing with some of the struggles.